All right, I just hit go live on all the platforms. Well, not all the platforms. I'm skipping TikTok today. And there's a good reason for it. It's a good reason for it because maybe you could already tell, but let me tell you the backstory of why I did not hit go live on TikTok, which is the most finicky platform out of them all. Is that I tried to do something today. Something that's totally out of the normal for me. And that is I tried to drink wine. Now, I don't know how old I look, but with this beard I look probably pretty old, unfortunately. Now, this is the first time I've drinking an alcoholic beverage. And I'm trying to be a wine guy for some reason. So not only is this the first time I drink wine, but I'm accompanying that with learning magic. So I don't know how this is going to go, but I can't break the streak. So I guess there's nothing to it but just to do it. And I'm drinking water to try to counteract the poison I just added to my body with the vino I drank. Oh, that's a cool mate. Haven't seen. So I'm brand new to magic. I'm brand new to the whole drinking wine thing. Hey, Call. Welcome back, my friend. I was just telling everybody that I made a dumb decision. I don't know why I did it. And what I did was I tried to drink wine for the first time pretty much in my entire life. And I was telling everybody that I've never done it before, even though this beard makes me look older than I am. It's a new feeling. So I'm not feeling myself. So drinking wine plus trying to learn magic is I don't know how it's gonna go, but I figured I'd try it out. You know what I mean? Cause why not? But how are you doing? Are you playing Free Fire today, bro? I'm not playing Free Fire today. However, I looked it up yesterday, hey call, and it looks pretty cool. It looks kind of like Fortnite, which I've never really played Fortnite before, but it does look fun, especially with the Jujutsu Kaisen collab. It looks pretty cool, but I'm not playing it today. And the reason for it is because, like, Magic the Gathering is pretty brand new for me, but that's super new. You know what I mean? So, do I want to draw a card with this? Yeah, let's draw a card with Feather of Flat. I'm not going to make the mistake yesterday. Glad you're learning magic. Simic Mai, thank you for being here, my friend. Yes, brand new to Magic. I kind of made a bad decision today. And let me tell you the bad decision as I make this upcoming decision. It's flying, so he can't block. I kind of want to draw the card, but I'm all out of mana, so I might as well just attack with this. So not only am I new to Magic, Simic Mai, this evening. Yeah, Free Fire and Jujutsu Kaisen is a collab, no problem. Intern. Simic Mai. Okay. Thank you for being here. Brand new face. Super happy that you're here. Is that for the first time in my life, I drank wine tonight. So not only am I trying to learn magic, but I'm also having a pretty foggy brain while doing it. The two things don't go hand in hand. And, but I didn't want to break my streak because I'm still. You can just call me Mai. Mai, that works great. Thanks for being here, Mai. So you're probably not going to witness. That's fun. It's weird because, like, even though this beard probably makes me look old, I like to think I'm not that old. And I'm not used to this feeling that this wine has brought upon me. Man, he's going off right now. That sucks. He is doing exactly what I want him want to do myself. But I don't think he has lethal, so who cares? It's a weird feeling for sure, Mai. Let's see. Yeah, Free Fire and Jujutsu Kaisen is a collab. Yeah, it seems... Hey, Call, it seems like a pretty cool thing. However, I have not tried it yet. I do want to try it, though, Hey, Call. I might be all over the place answering these, nah, you look in your early 30s. God damn. Oh, man. I'm much younger than that, my friend Mai. If I hadn't drinking wine, I would probably be more offended than I am. I would probably be kind of probably be heartbroken. But I lost this game because I was too focused on it. I couldn't have done anything anyways. But he just showed you guys how my deck should be working. However, to be honest with you, the last few days, and I'm only a few days into Magic, I usually only freaking draw one land. So I haven't been able to do the wombo combo thing. But that's exactly what I want to do. Are you defeat? Yeah. Hey, Call, I just got beat. Not only did I get beaten, but I got beaten pretty badly. Well, you look young is what I was trying to say. Oh, thanks, Mai. I appreciate that. You should see me without the beard. I look super young without a beard. I feel like, my girlfriend disagrees with me when I say this, but I feel like if I shaved my beard, I could go to the local high school and partake in their soccer / football / baseball practices, and everybody would be like, hey, who's the new kid? And not like, what is this creepy old guy doing at practice? You know what I mean? She disagrees. But I think there's a chance. And I will say that one time when I was out for a jog, which I don't jog, it was part of like this challenge that we were doing. I actually don't want to play Optimistic Scavenger here. I want to get rid of their free manas so they don't outramp me. Is that I was out for a jog and I ran past their soccer team and they invited me to a practice. So maybe there's hope for me yet. You know what I mean? I don't think I want to. Sometimes that scares me because it's so shocking. Yeah, for sure. I don't shave for that exact reason, Mai. I hate how I look without... I don't even like how I look with a beard, but I hate how I look without one. I feel like I could get used to it, but it will take a long time. Alright, let's see what this does. 2 mana, discard a card, return this creature. And like, who has the time? Also, too, the biggest thing for me, really, is that it grows back so darn fast. And who has the time to shave every day? I mean, come on. I did buy this thing called the Norelco One Blade. And I actually gave my friend a Norelco One Blade too because it is so handy. It's not the closest shave on the planet, but it does save a lot of time. That is for sure. Okay, I didn't draw a land. That kind of sucks. He has 2 of these, which are pretty beefy already. I only have 2 mana. So I could buff some things, or I could just Sheltered by Ghost right now. Dang, I don't know what to do. I don't think I want... I think you can win this game. I hope so, Hey Call. Simic is the color combination of green and blue in Magic, by the way. If you were curious about my name, it's my main... Oh, Jesus. I want to say that if I wasn't under the influence of wine right now, I would have put 2 and 2 together. Simic, I've watched enough game nights and YouTube videos that I should have put 2 and 2 together, Mai. But green and blue, that's a good color combination. I think my favorite color combination, I'm still brand new to this, so it doesn't really make much of a difference, is probably Izzet. But I really like white too, you know what I mean? I'm gonna put it on this. I don't know. I don't know here. I'm just gonna attack. I don't think my brain is processing information properly right now. You know what I mean? You're fine. Thanks for being patient with me. And hey, Call. I think sober me would be able to win this game because we were starting to cook the last 2 days. Hey, Call. But I don't feel very confident right now. I don't feel. Yeah, white is good because of stacks. I couldn't be more new to this game. In fact, I stopped playing like that because it's way too mean. Gotcha. Well, I think I got you. Target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. Man, if I could make that flying somehow, can I make that flying when Nora enters the battle and trying to create one? That doesn't make anything flying. Shoot! And has flying. Oh, I could come back here maybe. That's double strike. That's 10 damage. Wait a second. I'm going to respond to chat in just 1 second. I don't want to blow this. I think I have a chance. Oh, he has flying. Dang nabbit. Oh, that sucks. That does suck a big one. But maybe I can salvage this. What if I make this huge and get rid of one of his flyers? I don't know. This one, it looks pretty big and scary. This has ward 2. I'm just going to put it on this because it threatens lethal at any moment. I'm just going to attack with this. One attackers. Of course, he's going to block because he has to. But that is the one time I had double strike. So I have to do this old-fashioned ways. Hey, Call, can counter that card, bro? Hey, Call, I feel like you're learning more than I am. Just yesterday, I was explaining to you the manas and whatnot. So, like, you are a very impressive fella. Hey, Call. I think I could have done some things better here, but like I said, my brain is not functioning properly. I'm so new to this. I just bought, and my plan is this. I just bought a bunch of Commander products. I don't like what just happened there. He just got rid of my biggest threat, which sucks. So I definitely lost this game that I was planning on opening on stream. So hopefully White likes to basically put rules on people and has cards that stop people from doing certain things or make certain things slower. That's not my favorite playstyle, so that's why I went with Izzet. I think Izzet's my favorite playstyle because I do like to counter stuff, but not in an annoying way, more in a clever way. But I do like also just like full on aggro because my background is, you might be able to tell with the background is Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! Is super degenerate and is basically solitaire, and your deck does one thing. So that's where I'm coming from. So red feels really at home for me. Sorry, bro. I don't learn this game. Hey, Call, you seem like you have been learning because like you were calling some things out there that it was even taking a second for me. That's like the advice white thing. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, red is a fun color. I was having, so actually, funny story, is on my YouTube channel, is I started the series that I eventually abandoned because things got in the way. But I do want to pick it up, and I kind of picked it up with this whole streaming thing. I started streaming like about a week and a half ago, about 2 weeks ago maybe, is that I was learning Magic. And the first deck I crafted was mono red aggro, which was basically the red version of this deck. And literally the very next day, I jump on Magic, the Gathering Arena, and I get a notification that like 3 of the cards I had just crafted were banned. So I was like, okay, I have a decision to make. I either abandon this series right now or try to look at the resources I have and see if I can, salvage this situation. And I had enough resources to craft this deck. And this deck is actually pretty good from what I've read online. So that's the story of my life. Literally the next day, my entire deck was banned. But I was able to salvage it with the mono white strategy, which is basically the same thing. And this guy is just playing Yu-Gi-Oh at this point. And if I wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh, I said this yesterday, if I wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh, I would literally play Master Duel, but why would I spend my free time watching someone else play Solitaire when I could play Solitaire? Cast 20 blue or black spells? Well, I'm not doing either of those two things, so I'm stopping that. I need to be... Okay, white is perfect. Perfect. I hate that shit, bro. Preaching to the choir. And hey, you seem like you are way more knowledgeable in this game than I am. Obviously, most people, oh, this is a great hand. Even though it's two lands, it's more than what I'm used to. And I have my favorite card in the deck. Actually, my two favorite cards. I'm keeping this for sure. Hey, Mai, let me ask you this: how do you feel about Lorwyn Eclipsed? Because it seems like, from what I see online, everyone's excited about it. But then I also see like some random haters every once in a while. So I feel like, well, have news for you. Simic is the color of Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, jeez. Well, no offense. I did not mean any offense when I made my my claims against Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm just not a fan of the current direction of the game. And the sales figures actually back me up. But no offense. No offense. I just hated going on Master Duel and then literally spending 20 minutes watching some doofus play his autopilot deck. That's what I meant by it. Plays like Solitaire. You're fine. Thank you, bro. Well, what do you feel? How do you feel about Lorwyn Eclipse? Bye, bro. I need sleep. Hey, call. Hey, have a great night's sleep. Hope to see you soon. Thanks for hanging out with me as long as you have. I will watch your stream tomorrow. Thank you, bro. I look forward to it. You are the man. I really appreciate you being here. All right, he has 2 men up. I don't want to risk him getting rid of my Optimus Scavenger or a spell book. Even though I'm aggro, I don't want to play that aggro right now. Honestly, aggro is not how I like to play. However, I just felt like this was like the deck to choose to play. Okay, now he's running out of... Ugh. Of course. I'm buying a whole box of Lauren tomorrow. I'm excited. God, man, that makes me glad to hear. Bye, bro. See ya, hey, call. You're the man. I look forward to talking with you tomorrow. I'm glad to hear you say that, because they've been releasing a lot of, and I'm an outsider. I understand that. But just from the outsider looking in, especially with someone that's just bought a ton of product recently, because I've been getting pretty addicted to the game, is I'm glad that they're getting back to like Magic exclusive like planes, and that planes is so warmly received. I hope that they kind of like take a step back from Universes Beyond and take a step forward into the no land. That sucks. Into more Magic exclusive planes, because I feel like that's what gets me excited. For example, okay, I think I'm not gonna be scared. I'm just gonna go for Optimus Scavenger, and then I will play Ethereal Armor. Start playing aggressively. I feel like that's the best thing to do here. I need to drink more water. I need to force myself to drink water because I don't want to feel badly tomorrow. Wow, you let it go through. I feel like surely you've seen this deck before. I'm gonna put it on something that doesn't have Summoning Sickness. I think that's the best thing to do. And if he wants to counter, he's not countering. Fascinating. It has flying now. Maybe I buff this one up, make it even, so they're... No, this one's... I'm gonna buff this one up to make it less likely that it gets got by like a -3 targeted spell. Less likely, anyways. I'm experienced in Commander mostly, and I'm Simic Colors. Been playing since 2017. Brother. So, my experience goes back just a couple months. So, I bought the beginner box, and I played with some friends because some of my friends come back during. Oh, that sucks. Did not want to see that go. So during the holiday season, it's your life, my brother, right there. I bought the beginner box, and oh man, he got rid of so much stuff. Maybe, yeah, I'm gonna start scrying. He's tapped out, so why not? Auto pay. And I had so much fun playing with some friends that only comes back during the... Oh, beautiful. Now that I have 3 mana, that makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. I had so much fun playing with some friends that usually come back to town during, like, the holidays, that I was like, I went full board. So I bought all the Tarkir decks. Tarkir decks. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, he needed to do that because he was dead to it next turn. But now he's tapped out. And then I bought which I like to play politically. I think that's super fun. So I bought the Bumbleflower, which isn't like... In Yu-Gi-Oh! That is not my play style. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a broken, flawed game now. Old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Different story. But, anyways... Man, I don't want to put this up without any sort of protection. I bought the Bumbleflower deck. I also bought a bunch of the Final Fantasy decks, which I've never played Final Fantasy before. And it kind of makes me want to play Final Fantasy because a lot of the cards are super neat. Shit it on you. What's good about... Oh, it's a 7/3 and it's a flyer. That sucks. That sucks, the big one. Okay, but he's at such a low life total that he's kind of forced into doing things. Okay, how do I want to play this? Okay, let's see. I want to play this. And then it's going to make... This is already... Okay, let's see. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna play all the creatures I can to make as threatening of a board next turn as I can. Auto pay. Put it on this one, which isn't gonna attack, and then it's gonna put it on... It's already a 3/3, so that's gonna be threatening to kill that next turn. I'll put it on this one to make it threatening. He still has 2 up. I should have probably put it on this one now I'm thinking about it. And he's definitely not going to block. Because he probably wants that flyer. But I want to scry. Land doesn't help me. I have enough land at this point. So I'm scrying for something else. The good thing about it is the friends that came back are people that aren't into Magic themselves. So like I'm the experienced one, which is funny. It's kind of like the blind leading the blind, but it's still a lot of fun. We're all learning together. All right, I'm tapped out, so we can do a bunch of damage this turn if he has some hasty stuff. I feel like, hey Mai, I feel like now that you mention it, someone tried to be like not so nice to me yesterday in chat, but then I was like, I didn't react poorly. Okay, oh, here's something crazy. He doesn't have a flyer. Okay, let's go. I made the mistake yesterday of trying to like make this a combat trick, and then he assigned blockers, then I played this card, and then the blocker was still assigned even though it didn't have flying, then I realized I have to play this first instead of waiting until blockers are signed. So that was a mistake I made yesterday, and I learned from it. So now let's go. I feel like I have to... Oh, man. I feel like I have to put it on this to threaten lethal. And I'll have to put it on this to make it beefier. That's fantastic. Oh, he said good game. I was able to squeak one out. That's good. You got people to play with you. Combat trick is a tricky one, but fun. That's the biggest thing that I'm like struggling with, is that I'm trying to rewire my Yu-Gi-Oh brain. And the biggest things I'm running into that are like the most challenging is timing. And also to combat in general, because like in Yu-Gi-Oh, if you've ever played, the receiver of the damage doesn't have a say in what gets attacked or defended. So those two things, and they often overlap, are the things I need to get better at. But as you saw there, I learned something new yesterday, and I didn't make the same mistake twice. I wish I saw that he said good game before, like a little bit earlier, so I was able to say good game back. Hopefully he didn't think that I was rude. That would be a bummer. Kato? I feel like I've played this guy before. I feel like I have, but maybe Kato is a pretty common name. 2 lands. I got a turn 2 play. I got multiple turn 2 plays, so hopefully I draw a land so I have multiple. You get the hang of it. I have friends that came back from Yu-Gi-Oh, so it was struggle for them too. Yeah, I didn't. Oh, I got a land. That's beautiful. I didn't. Oh my goodness. Delirium. Your graveyard is empty. Can't attack or block. Delirium. This creature can't attack or block unless they're fascinating. That is fascinating. End turn. Came from Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, I didn't expect it to be as tough as it is, but like over the last couple of days, because this is only like the 3rd day where I've streamed Magic the Gathering online. Not online, Magic the Gathering Arena. Is that I've made so many mistakes that I just feel like a big dunderhead. But I feel like maybe give me a few more days, make a few more mistakes, and I'll have no more excuses. Another thing that I ran into that is hard, because I don't know the card base, the decks that I'm facing, it's very difficult for me to know whether or not I'm making a good decision or a bad decision. Man, he already has that online. That is nuts. I feel like he's already outpaced me. This game is definitely a goner. But let's see if there's anything I can do. He is tapped out, so maybe I can do some things. Okay, I think I'm just gonna be as unimposing as possible. And yeah, I think as unimposing as possible, to maybe make him tap out like he just did, do some more damage to me. And then I can like go crazy with the Optimistic Scavenger next turn. I don't really want to play that next turn though. I'm going to play it on this card, get some attacks in, make him think that he's dealing with someone that's just like, okay, accepted his fate. So he's looking at it though. That sucks. I'm trying to make him so he taps out, doesn't kill me, gives me one more turn, and then maybe I can threaten him a little bit because he's already outpaced me. I'm still teaching myself. I would test play by myself at night and still learn new tricks. So every day I'm still learning. You're right there with me, brother. You're right there with me. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted him to do. But I'm going to say no blocks, because that is not lethal for me. A lifestyle I love. My favorite thing, okay, put a +1 counter on target creature you control, becomes legendary spider hero. Let's do this one. Okay, now we're cooking. My favorite thing about card games, I love card games by the way, obviously, is deck building. So the stuff I bought in real life, I'm planning on streaming. If you have a Twitch, I think you're on YouTube, right? If you have a Twitch, I would love it if you considered following me on there. I plan on opening those decks, building and upgrading those decks on stream, but obviously too you can catch them on the same platform that you're catching me on now. That was my plan. And I love deck building. That is my favorite part of this whole thing, but I obviously do love the gameplay as well. All right, let's see if we can get fancy here. How big can we get some stuff? That would still leave me Man, I don't want to play this. I don't want to play Spellbook right now. But I'm only at 6. He's only at 4/4s, so maybe. Shoot, man. Okay. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna scry. I'm gonna say decline. I'm not gonna scry. I'm going to leave some blockers up, deal some damage this turn, and hopefully he doesn't go crazy next turn. I can chump block. He can't chump block at the moment because nothing that he has is flying. I'm leaving this up in case he tries to target kill any of my stuff, because it's much more likely that I'm able to lethal next turn with 11 health of his than 14. Man, if I just had one more mana in play, I could have maybe done something. Magic honestly changed my life for the better. Amazing friends and learn being more social. Brother, let me respond to that in just a second. I gotta read this card. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them. If that card has mana value 2 or less... Okay, I'm not reading the rest of that because it doesn't sound like he's killing me. I have Twitch. If you follow me, I'll be eternally grateful. And I'll respond to your last message. That's exactly how I feel. Even though I'm at the beginning, hopeful stages of that happening to me, is this whole thing of me streaming right now and me creating my YouTube channel and now streaming channels, is that Jesus, he is going ham right now, is that I hate being on camera and I'm pretty antisocial. So I feels like pretty similar to you, is I'm forcing myself to do these things to like experience that growth, that human growth, connect to people like you, Mai, and also just be more comfortable on camera, meet new people, experience new things. I think this game is lost. I don't think I have enough chump blockers for all this crap. That sucks. I love doing and learning new things. Basically the moral of the story. I can tell you more about that here in a second, but let's see if I can survive this. I don't think I can. So he has 6, 6, 4, 4. I have 6. And I have 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay. I'm going to block. None of them have trample, right? Nothing has trample. And then block. So he only had... Okay. Block this one. 3 blockers. And then I might as well put this on this. And then Ultimate Scavenger will trigger, making this an 8/8, and then we'll have double strike and flying next turn. Nothing he has reach. Oh, he has a double. Oh, that sucks. I was so close. Oh, I was so close. I don't know how he was able. I wasn't concentrating that much. I don't know how he was able to get that double strike in there. If he wasn't able to do that, I was able to do double strike damage and kill him next turn. Playing while under the influence of wine for the first time is not a very good decision. But as I was saying, I feel like I'm just like you, man. I'm glad I'm forcing myself to stream this stuff, even though it makes me feel a lot less uncomfortable than it did on day 1, 2, and 3, and 4. But now that I'm about like a week and a half into this, I feel much more comfortable already on camera, even though I'm obviously still uncomfortable. Also, what I was saying about learning new things is about a while ago, before my birthday, is I've always wanted to learn how to do a 360 flip on a skateboard. I've never been good at skateboarding, but I've always thought a 360 flip in particular was cool. So like I learned how to do that. And then I was like, I've never been good at doing a tennis serve in tennis. So that bag that you can barely see, that's like the minions right there, is tennis gear. So I've been teaching myself how to do a tennis serve, and I've gotten a lot better. And now we're streaming. If you asked me a year ago if I was going to stream, I probably would have said no. Never. Because like even back then, even though I believe in myself, it wasn't even on my horizons. I was like, no way. But now I'm streaming, so who knows? Maybe I'll make some friends with this whole Magic the Gathering thing. That would be like the end goal, right? But I'm fading extremely fast. I don't think I have it in me to do another game, which is kind of sad because I got you in the chat today, Flip. I want to learn how to flip better with a butterfly knife, but I need my fingers for my cards. Bro, that sounds super scary. I know what you're talking about. With like, I've seen people do tricks with those things. I don't think I would do that. Maybe I would try it super slowly. But you know what's... Okay, this is going to make me sound like a total doofus. But it's honest. And honestly is the best policy. Even when I'm handling like kitchen knives, I have this like weird fear that I'm going to stab myself in the face with it. Like Luffy in One Piece. And I miss my face and I hit my eye. I think about that almost every time I'm handling kitchen knives. So it's become this thing where I'm handling sharp objects of thinking that I'm going to fall with it and I'm going to stab my eye out or just stab myself in general. It's weird. So like playing with knives kind of sketches me out. I have metal practice one right now. Okay, that makes it a lot more safe. If you get super good with the metal stuff, if you want to go even safer, which I think is really cool, it's like a magic trick. I've done like sleight of hand stuff in the past because I thought that's pretty cool. Is that if you want to do like hand manipulation type of tricks, you can take like a coin, and this is a lens cap, and you can do this thing where you just like pass the coin from finger to finger, and that looks super cool. So if you kind of want to do like a hand type of thing, maybe that will be a good one. Well, I used to flip knives and almost cut my finger. Never again. Yeah, bro. You gotta be safe. But maybe you can be super safe and do that coin thing. I've always thought it was cool. I've always wanted to learn, but every time I try it, it doesn't work very well and just looks like I'm spazzing out with a coin in my hand. Yeah, that would be cool. If you can do that, if you learn how to do that, I'd be mighty impressed. For sure. I can do the most I can do. Let's see. Let's say if I can do it on command while my nervous system is kind of dull. I doubt I can. Okay, let's see. I got 2 cards here. So it's really simple, but you hold the 2 cards like this. And then, so basically you use your middle finger and then you slide it underneath the card and then behind the card. And then while you do that, you do some sort of gesture like that, while also covering the identity, like covering also too, like the blind spots of the card you just transitioned. So if you do it like super smooth, you look like a dadgum magician. And I've been able to do it pretty legit. I've been able to fool some family members and some friends. But that's like the most sleight of hand I've been able to do. But it's powerful. Oh, I did that years ago. One time I did it. Oh, man, I feel like we're very similar people, I feel like we're into the same stuff. You're the man. Let me put those cards back. But yeah, the cool thing about that sleight of hand is that you could do it literally anywhere, anytime, and you kind of like always have it. If you learn it once, you always have it. Like I haven't done that in probably a couple years, so pretty cool. Magicians, pretty cool. I can still use playing cards to cut an app. What the heck? I can't do that. I can't do that one. I can still use playing cards to cut an apple. We'll stick into one. Oh, stick into one. God, that would be pretty fun. Throwing cards, always a good time. For sure. I don't think I've thrown many a playing card in my day. Many a trading card in my day as well, but I've never tried to like get into something. So I wonder if I'm able to do that. That'd be kind of fun to try. Oh, I bet. I feel like I've thrown a card at my family members or my girlfriend before, and they're like, knock it off, and they get angry at me. But it's been a while since I've done stuff like that. There was a point where I was like trying to learn sleight of hand and also like card throwing and stuff like that. But I haven't done it for quite some time. I'm sure you could. I think that's probably more. If you can put it into an apple, I feel like you can cut somebody. I feel like it's just a matter of as hard as you can do it, and also too maybe even like the card that you're throwing needs to be pretty sharp. You know what I mean? So if you can put it in an apple, I feel like you can put it. You can probably put it into a fair-skinned fella for sure. Just enough to make it hurt enough. I think you can, but I can't. I think you just hurt enough. Oh yeah, I feel you. But hey, don't put yourself down. I think you can cut people. You just gotta put your mind to it. Well, that is how many ounces is this? 16 ounces down. I probably should drink about 32 ounces more, maybe for Ben. It's soft, so I think that's why it doesn't work. Gotcha. That makes sense. That makes sense. I think you're right. But I believe in you, Mai. I think you can do it. Mai, I would hang out with you literally all night. This has been a blast, but I don't feel very good, to be honest with you. Yeah, go. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you understanding. However, that being said, if I saw you in the chat, because I plan on streaming every single night. If I don't stream every day, then I literally am failing my goals. So hopefully I can see you in the chat at a later date. That would make my day. Seriously. Seriously, it would make my day. So hopefully I see you again soon. I apologize for bidding you an early farewell, though. But thank you for being so understanding and hanging out with me, man. Hopefully, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. All right, brother. I am exiting the game right now, and I'm going into my streaming stuff, and I'm going to hit end stream right now. So I will see you later, it sounds like. You were a girl? Oh, man. Now I... Son of a gun. Hopefully I did not offend you when I call you bro. However, that is just nomenclature. That is just I don't mean anything by it besides the fact that I'm a little intoxicated and that is new to me. You know what I'm saying? You're fine. Thank you. Thank you, brah? Thank you, brah? Is that the female version of bro? Thank you, my friend. It's common, yes. Okay. Thank you for not being offended by my poor word choice. Thank you, my friend. Okay, sounds like I might see you in the future. So hopefully I do see you soon. I will be back online tomorrow. I'm on Twitch. I'm on Kick. And obviously I'm on YouTube, because I think you're on YouTube. So, have a great night. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you again soon.